happens every time at their mid-September, first or second week of September. People start to get really stressed out and everything gets kind of like squeezed in, and like you've committed to all this stuff and suddenly you realize you don't have time to do it all. I'm feeling this too. I'm preparing to go to Rome and Paris, working on my blog triage class, my Make Writing a Happy Habit class, my coaching groups, not to mention making these videos, writing articles for my newsletter, and working on my novel. When am I going to do it all? You, like me, may find that it's too late to uncommit to all the things that you've committed to, and you're going to do them, but you want to be a little less stressed out. I have 4 tips and a product recommendation to help deal with the stress. Insta-Anti-Stress, instant less stress. Make things a little calmer and easier for you. Now, you probably have heard of these before. They're nothing new, but I'm here to remind you that you can be less stressed, calm, even in the midst of all this crazy stuff you have to do. So the first thing, it's very simple. You always have this with you. It's take a deep breath. As a yogi, it's more the breathing than the asana that helps me feel calm. So let's do it together. Let's take a nice deep breath. I feel better already. Don't you? Don't you feel better? Doesn't that feel great? So you can choose to take a deep breath anytime. Second thing, I find that clutter adds to stress. While it might be nice to completely declutter your entire space, your entire studio or office or workspace or cubicle or wherever you spend most of your day, I'm talking an instant fix. I have this cool thing. It's got all these little thingamajiggies. I don't even know what to call this. If you know what to call this, leave it in a comment. With some beautiful photographs from my friend Melissa of Turkey. And it's a lovely thing, but I noticed once I removed that from my space, from my office, I felt so much better. It was just one visual clutter thing I didn't need. 3, music can play a big role in whether you're stressed out or whether you're calm and soothed. So if you're listening to iTunes or Pandora or whatever you listen to, tune into some soothing, calming music versus the frenetic Modest Mouse or Radiohead that I like to listen to, that stuff that gets me going. There's a time of the day when that's not helping me, so change your music, change your mood. Stop surfing the internet, step away from the computer and get out in nature. I love where I live in Denver. My house has this beautiful urban garden oasis in the backyard, and I can just come out here and check out the herb garden and the grapevines and the meadow, the aspen trees. Look out the window if there's a tree out the window, or if you don't have anything like that, have a plant in your office. Enjoy a little moment of nature. It completely calms. A little breeze on my face and completely calm you. A couple of products that I want to recommend. Remember Rescue Remedy? This was something I recommended. This is the spray. I got a new bottle to take with me on my trips. They also come in the Rescue Pastille, and these are little lozenges that you can take to feel a little more calm if you don't like the spray method. The tips that I've shared with you today are instant and easy, and you can use them anytime. What helps you reduce stress instantly in the moment? Share your Insta-Anti-Stress tips with us in a comment below. I want to give you a peek into my journal. This is the Moleskine accordion notebook that I did on a trip to Europe, a 3-week trip a couple of years ago. I love playing in these journals. And there was a sign in London outside this art supply store that said, "Let's fill this town with artists." And that's my mission, that's my goal, and I want to share this with you today because I want to invite you to join me in Boulder, Colorado on Saturday, September 25th from 10 to 5 p.m. I'll be leading a workshop called Journal Juju in conjunction with my favorite store, Two Hands Papery. We're going to be using my creative travel tools and a notebook to map our way through the city. This is called Journal Juju because you use a journal to tap your creative juju and notice the magic that's all around you, notice the magic that's within you, and re-spark your creativity. This is for artists, writers, journalers, videographers, scientists, engineers, coaches, consultants, anybody who's feeling a little bored, a little uninspired, Find out more at twohandspapery at twohandspapery.com. You can register for the workshop with them. I spent 8 years in Catholic school as a child, and those nuns really taught me my grammar well. I still make some mistakes, to my horror, but they really instilled a love for language and proper grammar. One book that's really helpful to mind your grammatical P's and Q's is Strunk and White's The Element of Style. This is a timeless classic, and it's full of great advice about what to do and what not to do. If that's a little boring for you, you might want to check out The Elements of Style Illustrated by Myra Kalman. Now this is fun. What she does is she's taken the examples that they use in The Elements of Style, illustrated them. So the text is populated with her beautiful, whimsical drawings and paintings. I would love to have a job like this. Do you mind me asking a question? Wouldn't it be fun to illustrate a grammar book? I mean, who thought it could be so fun? She takes her total sense of humor. This one has the sentence, "Well, Susan, this is a fine mess you're in." If you need a grammar reference book by your side to do your writing and do your corresponding, this is the one. Not only will it show you the way to be correct in your language usage, you'll have a little bit of fun and enjoy the art. Thank you, Myra Kalman, for making this book. I love you. Mwah. This week's winner of Journal Juju for this notebook was Ann Doyle. Thanks, Ann, for commenting on the Original Impulse blog. I do have your address, so I'll send this off to you right away. This week's notebook is this cute little journal. It's square and lined, and it's got a little bell on the bottom in case you lose it in the bottom of your purse or out in the yard or something. You can find it easily, like a dog or a cow or a goat.